Um, well, I played myself on Big Bang Theory, and that's peculiar.
Established for itself can be seen in the cultural references that have bled out through our society in general, specifically for this show. So I have basically two questions. Number one, Brent, are you still selling Data action figures autographed out of the trunk of the car for $20?
Now the secret is out.
I could make you a deal on a gross of them if you'd like.
You gonna come to my birthday party too?
No.
Well, guys, today Big Bang Theory officially ended. It had its series finale. 13 seasons, 12 years of us making us laugh. Thank you, guys. All this week, the cast has been sharing memorable moments, hugging, crying, and all that stuff. And I still haven't met a cast member from the show. The closest I've gotten was Will Wheaton. And of course, Star Trek actors that have been on the show, but it's like, I really would like to meet them. I'm hoping they start doing conventions every now and then. But, after 12 years, it's like, I'm unemployed now. Time to find another work. They made a lot of money from that show. Like, a lot. Like, I felt like at the time where Kaylee Cuoco, Jim Parsons, and Johnny Galecki, they started making like $1 million per episode. And I was like, really? It's like, do they need to? And then they ended up taking like big pay cuts. That way, everyone else could get paid. Not equally, but still, at least it was something. As for the finale, well, I thought the finale was okay, but it's like I didn't really kept up with this season actually, or a couple of last seasons, because not because how people say, oh, it's not as good as it used to, the show sucks, it's not funny, none of that stuff. But it's like I just haven't been keeping up with it, because I got rid of cable. I used to like DVR all the episodes, but it's like not anymore. As for me, I paid very close attention to the last episode and previous ones to this lead up, and how Amy and Sheldon win the Nobel Prize. How Howard and Bernadette are having the hardest time of distancing themselves from their kids, and it's like it's like that kind of stuff. And Raj is still Raj. As for this, it's like the overcome for this finale was for Sheldon to finally come to terms to, appreciate the people that helped him grow as a person. I mean, he's not the same character he was in the beginning. Well, after 12 years, and it's like, it had like very cliched kind of tension, like what you would expect, saying that you're nothing but a selfish jerk, Sheldon. It's like, you're the worst. I mean, there were moments where Sheldon was the worst to get his way. And all this build-up lead to Sheldon finally to, acknowledge the people that helped him get to. And also, Penny's pregnant. As for this, well, of course, out of nowhere, they finally fixed the elevator. Like, the elevator, just like that, fixed. I mean, no explanation whatsoever. I mean, it would have been funny how they said that they were getting money from the Sheldon getting money from winning the Nobel Prize, and I was thinking, hey, what if you just pour that money into fixing the elevator? That would have been good. And of course, for this finale, how do I describe it? Is it better than the one from Friends? No, sadly, no. I'm not so sure, but at least it didn't have, say, a similar ending where they leave the apartment 4A for good, and it's like, at the end we see them all together as friends eating Chinese food. It's like, well, at least they included the Cheesecake Factory as a way to show how the characters have grown over the years. Probably better than any other sitcom has done. Or I know, it's like, that's all. As for me, like, well, really, the show really made a big impact on my life. I mean, I think I started watching it back in 2010. Like, I didn't hear about it around then. I started watching it, telling other people. Then around the time where, it started, the show started getting syndicated, and it's like, ratings just out of nowhere got better. It's like, I was even surprised at how the ratings went up at the time, like during around season 4, I think. And which was good for the show, becoming the #1 TV comedy for years that annoyed people because of the quality the show's done. And it's like, as for the finale, I was happy with the way things are, but I would have liked a little bit more, something more exciting, memorable, and all that stuff. But still, I'm very thankful for the show, because, it's like, I'm not saying I'm a nerd or a fanboy like those guys, but it's like, I feel like, I do like shows where characters just talk about pop culture stuff that I'm into. Hey, I think in the whole almost 300 episodes, they only included three probably Power Ranger references. I remember one of Sheldon just saying, "Go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go, go, go," something like that, when they're all going down the stairs. And the most recent one I could think of is when Leonard gave Penny a Pink Ranger figure, which I wonder if Amy Jo Johnson knows about that. And another way the show has impact on my life is when I was in college, I had teachers that said how much they loved the show, or they made references, because I've had friends, I've had classes, certain classes where they use a clip from the show as an example for the lecture and stuff. It's like, that was nice. And of course, for me, how it's impacted my life, I guess my overall, like how the characters on the show interact with, say, Star Trek actors or actors from conventions kind of mirrors me right now, with me hanging out with the Rangers, befriending them and all that stuff. And I mean, Steve Cardenas, Rocky, he's basically my Will Wheaton in real life. And it's like it's like, I feel like the show influenced that, and it's like, I hope I continue with what they've inspired me, and I can continue with in my creativity, guys. That's all I'm gonna share. It's like, I'm immensely thankful for this show, guys. There'll probably be not another one like it, and sure, there'll be rip-offs or whatever. I mean, there was that one I don't know, international rip-off, The Theorists, and it's like, yeah, I'm very thankful for this show. And for one last one, Bazinga!